Hey guys, it's Thomas here with Catfish DIY. I wanted to come to you with an update for this 135 gallon, 40 gallon sump build from the ground up. I know I haven't made a video in a while. I've been busy, and with the holidays and stuff like that, I was actually able to get the tank and everything put back together. Unfortunately, did not get a video put up for anything, but I would like to update you on what has been completed so far on this 135 gallon display tank with 40 gallon sump build. Here we go. Well, last time I believe I made a video, I did not have any of the doors trimmed out or it painted. I believe it was just a hard skeleton of the canopy and the stand. Plastic is rolled up for when you paint purposes. I still have to paint around the bottom of the tank stand where I have to get it up off of the plastic to paint. So no big on that one. Well, everybody probably wondered what the back of this tank would look like once it was painted, and that there is the back display of this tank. That is with the light canopy up, painted and wired in. I'll show you the other side. Old lights, I was able to extract the on-off switch, which is commonly you can get it at any hardware store, but I decided just to stay with the single touch, and boom. Now this is just two lights, two 4-foot LED daytime lights. I run a total of 4 in there, but right now when I was working on it, I decided to just run 2 lights in general for right now. The power heads, 360 gallon power head, down to an orange tube where there will be a 4x4 sponge hollowed out, pulling the dirtier water from the bottom up to circulate into my 2.5 overflow. There's 2 and 3. 3 of these tubes are 1 inch in diameter, 1.25 inch outer diameter CPVC lines. Single return to a double head overflow to change flows. I'm gonna pop the door, and this is my canopy, painted, wired, and everything. See, there's the hookups there for the lights. I have them staggered. That's what you got. The inside, all painted white. Not every little nook and cranny was painted. Paint this in the winter time. There usually are 4 lights running in this canopy. I decided to run down 2. It's hard to do with one hand. There we go. Clicks in. That is the front head look of the canopy. Still debating about getting a wood piece here to fill in from here to here, just to give it a little accent piece. I don't know, but here's my main build. The stand is 26 inches deep by 74.25 long by 26 inside. Here we go. White. That is one section of the sump build. Let's pop the rest of these doors off. Excuse me. My kitty cats are raising all kinds of hell. This stand is heavy. It can make it up the stairs and out the door if ever needed. My extra supplies over there in the corner, and the main door. Alright, and here we go. This is my 40-gallon sump. I'll give you a little information here. All these returns to the sump are 1 inch. All have ball valves. All have unions to take apart and disassemble. You're probably wondering what this device here is in the corner. As I pan back here, I am going to show you. This will be my fluidized moving bed media reactor that will be brought in by a 80 to 90 gallon pond pump that will be pulling in, going through my moving bed media, and then dispersed back in, where it is not trying to get 100%, but getting everything biological where I can grow beneficial bacteria. The pump back there is an Automag 9.5, 950 gallons per hour return pump, 1 inch return line back into the tank. There is my ball valve where I can create artificial head pressure if I do not have enough. I can control the flow of into the sump. This here is my first chamber. This first chamber here is actual. It's 2 parts. The first part I am running on top is a very 30 ppi foam pad cut to fit in, and underneath that is a cotton batting, pretty much like polyfill strip, cut to the same size. That there will be used to catch the bigger debris as it's pulled into the sump, and it allows these sponges themselves, these plastic pot scrubbies, to grow the beneficial bacteria. Now the flow as it goes comes in down through here, comes up through this second section of plastic pot scrubbies and into lava rock, which I am using for my used as a substitute for caught it off my head too fast. My ceramic rings. Since lava rock, just regular lava rock, it's an in-earth product, so it will not raise your pH. It will not raise your water parameters. It actually is an old school method of filtration for biological. Now you got media, and this is my DIY style of my sump, which I am using for my mechanical filtration right here. Rolls up into my biological, and this will be a section here which now I can control all the build of the sump. Now sump is about 70% done. So this 2 sections here will be plants. I'm gonna have an apothos plant up here that'll come down through and still get all the water, and then it comes down through this bubble trap down through here and up. I'm thinking about putting a 1/2-inch foam sponge right at the face of this, all the way across, so it comes pulled back through, so there's no other big debris or any kind of thing floaty come back in here to my 250 watt or 300 watt heaters that'll be heating this tank. And as we go, the heaters will be the last section of the chamber before the return pump back into the tank. So with that being said, that is my sump. I still have a few things to get, but the heaters on this are the next priority. And pretty much this is complete build, other than making a top lid for the sump to quiet it down, so there's not a lot of splashing or anything like that. But this is my setup for my electrical. Everything is labeled, what goes where. Everything's labeled of where they'll be. Yep. Orange paint wouldn't look very good on the outside of the stand, so I decided to go black. Can't go wrong with black, white, and orange. Hopefully it's not as loud as my 20-gallon sump, 40-gallon breeder tank set up right there in the corner. Yep. But I want to talk about this. Now my 350 mag filter, same one as this, has rubber feet, and you can hear it in the background right there. Now this 9.5 has no feet, so me being in construction, I was able to locate some isolating pads, vibration pads, and what they are is a 2x2 by 1 inch thick rubber isolation pad. I was able to set that pump on top of that to keep it from sitting on the glass and vibrating. If I pull back a little bit more, you'll see this whole sump sitting on a 1/2-inch piece of foam. So when it's weighed down, if there is anything in it that vibrates, the sound will not transfer from the tank into the stand. That's where you get your hollow sound. That's where you get that sound from. Yeah, not the bubbles, that sound. But with that being said, the isolation pad that sits underneath that pump will quiet it down. Yep. This here, I have to zip tie and make my clips, but this will actually sit right there where I'll have my plants just resting on top, just like that, so that the roots can grow through. And hell, if I want to throw a root tab in there, VS put it just on the other side, right over here, or put it in a sock, and just let it dissolve slowly in there. That'll feed the plants in this 2 chambers right here, plus the plants that I'll have. It'll disperse it it won't help. It'll disperse the root tab. But I don't plan on using root tabs, not for that reason. It won't harm the fish. But yeah, that white piece right there that connects to the pump, sorry about that cocking area right there, but that piece right there is just screwed on. That piece right there is just screwed on to the pump. It's not glued, nor is it. So if I ever have to service that, I can just undo that union, pull that piece out, pull the pump. Simple and easy, no hose. Slip fit it in there, as long as it doesn't force water up. Other than that, that is my sump for this 135 gallon tank, stand, and canopy build. This will be one of the last updates, other than getting it into place, filling it up. There's nothing more I can do on this other than a little here and there's. I will make a video when I get to this explaining why I'm using it. Hopefully by then I'll have the ledges built for my plant section of my refugium area. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wow. LED drivers right over the section where the plants will be. The lights will be on a timer so that they'll come on when needed. So at nighttime when this light's on, there's a lot of light here right now because there's no gravel substrate. But when the light is out, when the light is off, there's very little light, but this light here is focused. But it still lights it up pretty well. I wish I would have sectioned this side off here, up and up, to block this off from here. So when you'd open this up and you'd have people over, you could just display this sump and not the insides of everything else. But hey, whatever. So other than that, hope you guys like the build. I'm back out of here so you can see the whole build. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, please make comments. Let me know what you guys think of this 135 gallon, 40 gallon sump build, canopy, and